Hi, this is Luke back with another fragrance video. This video is going to be on the top 10 office fragrances. So first up is Hugo Boss Bottled Unlimited, and I've talked about this before, but it has a lot of mass appeal because of the Boss Bottled DNA and the mandarin orange on top. So Boss Bottled Unlimited by Hugo Boss. Next is Dunhill Icon Elite. This is very safe because of how the Icon DNA sweetness is balanced with the spice that are added in this Icon Elite, which makes it very wearable and very safe for the office. It projects just a little bit, about this much, and lasts probably about 7 to 8 hours, so it will last the whole day, as in the whole work day. So Dunhill Icon Elite. Next is one that is going to be smelled a lot here in Ireland. It is Mont Blanc Individuel, and the reason this is going to be smelled a lot in Ireland is because how popular Joop Home is in Ireland, and this smells very similar to that. This is, as Jeremy Fragrance described, and I have to agree, fresh fabric softener with a sweet raspberry touch, and it definitely is. It's very fresh, but it definitely has a very mass appealing sweetness to it from that raspberry, and it will definitely be very safe and will definitely not offend anybody. So next is a blue fragrance, and it's Versace Dylan Blue. It's kind of an in-between of Chanel's Bleu de Chanel and Dior Sauvage, which is why this is on the list and neither of them are. Out of the three, this is what I prefer. I find it to be more versatile. It's definitely very safe for the office because it does have that kind of fresh softness from Bleu Chanel, but it has the sharp, powerful ambroxan from the Dior Sauvage as well. It definitely projects very well, but it won't annoy anyone because of how safe the scent profile is. It lasts probably 8 to 10 hours, so it will be very, very good for the office. Versace Dylan Blue. Next up is Pete and Pedro Rebel. This, in the opening, is very bergamot heavy. It smells similar to Creed Aventus, which I do own, but this is on the list because I actually prefer this Pete and Pedro Rebel. Instead of the heavy pineapple, which is in Creed Aventus, this is heavy on the on the bergamot in the opening, and then it dries down to very masculine, woody skin scent. So it projects very well for the first half hour to 45 minutes, and then it becomes a skin scent in the dry down with the woods coming through. The bergamot will still be kind of hanging around a little bit, but it'll be mainly the masculine woods. And I mean, this is quite a dent for, I've only had this for about a month, so this is one that I have worn. I do prefer this Pete Pedro Rebel over Creed Aventus, mainly due to the batch variations in Creed Aventus. When you're getting Creed Aventus, you don't really know what you're getting, especially if you're not really into fragrance. You won't really understand what the different batches are going to be. So it's going to be difficult to get the same if you've gotten Creed Aventus before and you're looking to get that fragrance again. It might not be the same fragrance as you had before, which is why I prefer this. It's more consistent. It's not going to change from bottle to bottle like Creed Aventus. Next is Yves Saint Laurent L'Homme, and this is the Kiss fragrance. This is the Keep It Simple, Silly fragrance, in my opinion. This is just super safe to wear daily, as in during the day. It's not really so much for nighttime, but it's very, very, very safe with the ginger. It's just very fresh, but kind of has a sweet and spicy feel to it because of the ginger and how well it's blended. The L'Homme DNA is very, very safe and has been done countless times, like in La Nuit de l'Homme and La Nuit de l'Homme Eau de Parfum, L'Homme Ultime, and multiple others. This is definitely the safest for the office. It lasts about 6.5 hours to 7 hours. It projects maybe this much, so it's fairly close to the skin, but the ginger isn't like super sharp like it is in Azara Wanted, so you're not going to get kind of a as strong a synthetic feel from this as you would from Azara Wanted, which makes this better for the office, and Azara Wanted would be better for, say, nights out or something like that. Next up is Parfums de Marly Percival, which is extremely safe with it's fresh and sweet, which is the safest you can really go with the office. Most of these kind of have a fresh, sweet feel, or else they're kind of popular DNAs like Creed Aventus or Blue DNA, like in Dylan Blue, and this is just, it's creamy, fresh and sweet, and it lasts about 8 to 9 hours, and it projects reasonably well, and it won't be cloying because of how well it's balanced. It's definitely the safest of the Parfums de Marly fragrances, which is what makes this very good for the office. Because Parfums de Marly tends to have very high quality in their fragrances, so it's very safe, but it's still kind of that Parfums de Marly quality in them. Next up is when you'd expect to be in an office fragrance. It's Prada L'Homme, and the iris in here makes this very, very luxurious, and as you can see, this is like has a big dent in it, so It is so safe. It smells like a very luxurious bar of soap that you'd find in a 5-star hotel. It it just smells like money and class. It lasts about, for me it lasts about 7 hours and projects alright, but not annoyingly. There wouldn't be an annoyingly large scent bubble or scent trail. It's a very, very safe fragrance, which makes it fantastic for the office. So Prada L'Homme. Next is a bit of a hype fragrance. It's Fragrance One Office for Men. And the bergamot is what you get at the start, and then it dries down to a masculine woody scent. That is what you get through the dry down. It lasts like 9 to 10 hours, so it lasts a very, very long time, so you won't have any problems with this lasting through the workday. It projects okay, it probably projects about here and stays fairly close to the skin, but that's what makes it so perfect for the office. This does lack one. The only thing this really lacks for me is the uniqueness factor, so that is why this is only number 2 and why the next one beats this one out in terms of office fragrances. It's just that this one won't get you the attention. This won't make you stand out as much as the next one will. It's not as unique, but it's definitely a very, very safe fragrance. It's wear for the office, and actually it's very good just as a daily casual wear as well. So, Fragrance One Office for Men. And last is John Varvatos Vintage. This just smells so classy. The rhubarb again in here makes it sweet but also spicy and fresh, and I talked about this a lot on my last video, so I'm not going to go into too much detail, but it's just super classy. And this is a very versatile fragrance. The only thing that I wouldn't really wear this would be suit and tie. Prada L'Homme would be a better suit and tie fragrance than this, so that's what I would wear for suit and tie. But this, if it's anything smart casual, as in, or even suit separates, this is definitely a very, very safe but also very unique option. It isn't talked about a whole lot, and thanks again to Justin from JCE Copeland for bringing this to the attention it deserves, because it is an absolute gem and definitely deserves to be talked about more. So, John Varvatos Vintage. And thank you, I'll see you in the next one.